What's up, guys? We're ready to start our first campaign mission. We're just gonna almost. Jimmy is still pulling some stuff out. He's gonna be our Empire player, but we're gonna introduce ourselves and our characters. Specific players may switch out week to week, but the characters that we pick tonight will be the ones that carry through the whole campaign. Assuming that none of us die along the way. Can we die? Is death permanent in the campaign, or is it like it's just permission?
Twice.
You can die twice. Okay. Yeah. I will introduce my character first. I think you can see right here. My guy is Biv Bodrick. He's a big, burly man. He's interesting because he's a range character, but he does have a really nifty close range ability as well. Chad just left. Imperial Assault 93. He's going to be playing Garkon the Wookiee. Actually, probably hold it in front of the... Yeah. He's going to be playing Garkon the Wookiee, who is, yeah. And talk about Gark. What's up, Chad? You were just talking. Like, you don't be shy now.
I was talking in the back. No, he's cool. I just like running and beat things. Like, that's why I play him, because he's easy.
He's a pretty straightforward character. He likes to run up front and hit things with a stick. And then we, Lambot for today is going to be running Fen Cygnus. What's Fen do, Lambot?
He's got the lone wolf ability, so he kind of like being alone and shooting things, but then he also can do a blast shot every turn, which is good for clearing out a bunch of stormtroopers.
And then we have Gideon Argus, who is a support character, and he's not going to be controlled by any one character. He's going to be like a collectively activated situation sort of thing. Yeah, he's a support guy. So when the group decides we need the support, we'll just activate him instead of us. Those cards are in or unless you're looking for the minions here. And then we're also going to have Jimmy, who played in our Imperial Assault tournament this past weekend. He is new Sair on the Fantasy Flight forums, NUSAIR. He's still getting his agenda decks and stuff together, but yeah, say hi, Jimmy.
How's it going?
As players, we're not supposed to know a whole lot, but like discuss the mission. Like, there's probably text or something. Yeah, give us the mission intro. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Mission intro. Okay. Arriving at the outpost, you immediately open fire upon the troops standing guard. You suspect they knew you were coming and that you'd likely walk into an ambush. At the same time, with the signal continuing to broadcast, there isn't much time for a more subtle approach. Dun dun
dun dun dun. More like dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yes.
Okay, so how do we assume most of us haven't played? Because yeah, and mainly for viewer purposes also. Like, we've all played at least one mission. I've never played a full campaign before. Chad's never played. You have played a full campaign? Okay, yeah.
So I did about 3 or 4 missions for the campaign when I first got the game, and Chad played Garkon in that. So I can attest for how often he dies with Garkon.
It's so true. I
did one mission where he was the last one to activate with Garkon, and I had an elite Nexu that just about came and one-shot him. It was hilarious.
It's because he just keeps banging. Like, they all teamed up on me, and
Wookiees have a lot of hit points.
So it was because the Nexu activated last, and then, or after Garkon did, and then Garkon didn't activate first the next turn. The Nexu attacked again.
I said those Nexus are super OP in this game, mostly because they can jump and attack.
Well, yeah, well, that was part of it. Is we didn't know you can't do both of those.
Really, that's good.
It's nice knowing the
Nexu are pretty awful in skirmish, but I've heard they can mess you up in the campaign. Well, they die in an instant in skirmish. Okay, so how do we start? What goes on? Is there any? They kind of set things up without us. Is there any logic to the way we're standing here? Was that tactical, or do you just put the pieces down?
We have to start next to the blue spawn point. So I put Archon up front along with Viv, but Gideon kind of in the back, and I have Finn over here.
Makes sense. The two kind of tanky characters up front, the range guy and the support guy bringing up the rear.
I have Finn over here so that I can go get the corner and get my lone wolf bonus, which actually is just get strain bag. Yeah, I definitely want Archon up front.
Oh, by the way, strain works differently in the campaign than it does in the skirmish missions you've seen. You take strain to activate certain abilities, but you can only use strain up to your endurance statistic.
Once you're out of strain, right? Don't you start taking regular hit points instead of?
You can be, if you are forced to take a strain, then you take beyond your endurance and you take a damage. But you can't elect to take extra strain beyond your endurance. Yeah.
Like if I attack and you take one strain, it says take one strain, and you have no strain, then you take damage. Also, unlike Descent in this game, you can rest as your first action, gain back all your endurance, and then you actually get your second action still.
Yeah, there's another action that we can take that you can't do in the campaign, is you can rest, and that allows you to regain strain and or hit points, depending on your endurance statistic. How close are we? Yeah.
Yeah, you rest and you gain your endurance. You gain your endurance back, and anything you gain above your total hit points, you gain back in strain. So, in other words, if you start out with let's say 11 hit points, and you have 5 endurance. Oh, you pass your.
Yeah, you recover strain tokens, and then if you have extra strain token or extra endurance beyond your strain, you heal damage.
Gotta lie.
Yeah, he's trying to lie and cheat like the Empire does.
So today at school, I actually had to explain stormtroopers or clone troopers to somebody, and how like they're not actually a thing in the new movies. All right, guys. All right. We got like a real DM over here. It's like a real DM over here. Like, need like a whole screen.
Yeah, he doesn't have a screen, but he's getting all legit and sorting his stuff out like he's getting ready to do terrible things to our faces.
All right. Yes.
And then he puts on his glasses menacingly and picks up the book.
All right. I believe that.
Oh, there's an opening crawl. Should we read the opening crawl? Yeah, I'll read the opening crawl, and then we'll go through the stuff for the mission. And in fact, I'll throw it up. I hope you can see this. Victory. With the destruction of the Death Star, the rebellion has given hope to the galaxy living in fear. Having lost their ultimate weapon, the Empire scrambles to recover in the face of this crushing defeat. This is hard to read upside down.
All right, so can't see it, but victory with the destruction of the Death Star. Huh? Where'd you start from? Okay. As the scattered fragments of the battle station rain down upon the rebel base on Yavin 4, the Empire sets in motion a plan to seek retribution against rebel forces stationed on the small moon. Not long after, when an Imperial beacon begins to broadcast from an outpost some distance away from the rebel base, a small team of elite operatives is dispatched. Their mission, to silence the signal at all costs.
Moving on to the actual mission after we've just babbled and wasted a lot of time.
On to the actual mission. All right, I do believe. Check. That the rebels get the first action. Yeah.
We do get the first action. Me or Garkon should run up and beat some face. All right. Yeah, Chad's gonna go first.
All right, so I'm gonna use. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna use. No, not yet. I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 strain and charge. I'm gonna charge this first guy, so I can move up to 2. I got 1, 2. You move diagonal in this game.
Yes.
Okay. What? I can't go. Oh, I have speed 4. I'm sorry. Last time I played a game was Descent. So I'm using charge, so I can move up to. I take 2 strain. I move up to the number of spaces of my speed, so I move up to 4, and then I perform an attack with my weapon.
All right. As an attack, the rebel can choose either suffer 1 strain or apply +1 surge kill to the result. 1 of 8. Sorry.
So what are you doing then?
I'm activating this ability. No, you decide now. When you declare an attack, decide to either take a strain, or I get 1 of 8.
Basically, he's deciding if Empire player plays a card on the first attack that says, in order for Garkon to attack, he either has to take a strain beforehand, or it'll reduce the number of surges he rolls. Okay, he chooses to reduce surges. We got 3 blocks, 3 damage in a surge, and 1 block. Blocks is, yeah. So it's 2 damage on that Stormtrooper. He uses a second action to attack again.
2 and a pierce 1. So.
And that Stormtrooper becomes dead. It is now the Empire's activation.
Yes, the Empire's activation. All right. The officer says, probe droid.
Wait, hold on, guys. Whoa. Yeah, big time. Yeah, wow, that is embarrassing. Okay. Aha, okay. Yeah, so basically what happened is Garkon rolled up and killed a Stormtrooper that was right here. How did that happen? Did we move the map? It doesn't matter.
All right. Probe droid shall move forward.
Yeah, apologize, Audio Weasel. That's kind of embarrassing. Probe droid is going to move up.
Diagonal. And then the officer shall go his 4 spaces. 2, 3. And he shall stop right there.
I apologize. The officer told that probe droid to move and then moved up himself. All right, and the Empire goes in there to block me and stuff. I do not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use 1 strain to move there.
Lambot takes a strain to move 1 space, which you can do, so then he can attack twice.
So I'm gonna use a strain to give my attack blast. 2 Stormtrooper. Damage. So I'm gonna make it 2 damage, so it does 1 to hit. It's gonna do 1 to everyone.
Fenn moves over 1 space using a strain, and then makes an attack against that Stormtrooper in the center here, and then activates a blast ability, which damages all figures adjacent to that Stormtrooper, including Garkon. And then Fenn rolls 4 damage against the same attack. And then, so that Stormtrooper is defeated. and then blast again to all figures adjacent to the Stormtrooper. Empire's activation.
All right. Let's see who we got with. We got Biv and Garkon left. He just shot. That was Pain.
Biv and Gideon left.
Gideon, sorry. Gideon. All right. All right. The lone left stone trooper will shoot at Biv.
Can I? Oh, there's a wall here. Okay. He's going to have to move first.
1, 2, 3. Right there.
Stormtrooper moves up, and when we'll shoot at Biv Bodrick, which is me.
Yes. Four.
4 damage and 2 blocks. Keep. Okay, hey guys, let me know if you can see the dice rolls. We're rolling kind of above the screen. They could read them. They could read them in the other mission. Yeah, I'm gonna blast that probe droid that hasn't activated. That's a way better idea. Gideon's gonna act. I think that's a good idea. Because then I can attack twice again later. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna take 2 strain to activate Biv's up close and personal ability. I got my own stuff. Which means first I'm gonna do a melee attack against the probe droid. Okay, I got 4 damage and 2 surges. Surging doesn't help me. So you take 2 damage. Does he die? Good, because I'm gonna shoot him. He does not die. So now I'm gonna blast him with my heavy repeating weapon thing, repeating blaster.
Yeah.
And 4 damage in a surge. And that clears that probe droid. No. I'm gonna stay where I am. What? So I should move forward. No. I'm just gonna... Okay. Gideon's gonna activate. And then... Is it adjacent or something? Oh, friendly...
He'll spend 2 strain and give you another attack.
Okay. Gideon is gonna let me attack this stormtrooper. What? Or I could give... Oh, never mind. Gideon's going to move and then give Garkon an attack so we can kill that Imperial officer.
Interact with them, yes.
Just asking if it takes an action to open the loot crates. Gideon will move a little bit farther and then take a strain to do so. You get 3 dice? That's a skill. You attack with this. Gideon rolls 4 damage. Imperial officer cancels a surge and dies.
Round.
Okay, round 1. There is 1 enemy stormtrooper remaining. Left or right of board are pretty clear for rolls. Above board probably won't show. Thanks, Audio Weasel. It's kind of hard to say because we have either way. Could. I don't know. It's just the boards in this game are like different size. So and we moved it without realizing it was off the screen. Okay. So we're just gonna shuffle the loot crate. Next turn, everybody is refreshed. Turn 2 begins.
Here you go, so I can kill the stormtrooper, and then I'll move forward.
Finn Cygnus is going to shoot the last stormtrooper.
In a surge.
3 damage in a surge. 2 blocks. 1 in a surge remains.
2 damage. Surge for 2, yeah.
And that kills him. Could you not? How have we cleared all the enemies already? Well, yeah. Shouldn't more things spawn right now?
Yeah, just wait.
I'm excited. I just feel like I don't know, because I know somehow like I'm not 100% on how it works. Like the Empire spins points and more figures come to do things to us.
I have 2 on another fill off. I chose not.
Or another storm.
I have to do the whole 6 since you wiped out the whole.
Well, but there was
yeah,
one left.
I
Anyway,
could've-
continue.
I could've, yes.
What happens
I am
next?
saving it. So start the next turn. You have to destroy the console. Yes, I probably shouldn't let you know that, but yes, you have to destroy the console terminals.
Okay. How would we know to just attack the terminal? That's interesting. It costs 2 to cross a line.
There's a project signal going off, so I guess they were supposed to let you infer that you destroy the terminals to stop the broadcast from going on.
Okay, so we're not smart enough to figure out that we have to shoot terminals. Gideon's going to activate, and then we'll open the crate. Gideon earns a shock grenade.
I could take another. I can take 2 strain and keep. Or I could attack. I could attack the console. So blue, yellow.
Okay, Gideon's going to shoot the console. Hit and 1 surge. Okay. Terminal automatically cancels 1 damage and sustains 1. Gideon will then take 2 strain to move over toward that door. We took the token off the door, so it's easier for you guys to see. But that clear thing is a door right next to him. Finn already activated. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 strain, charge.
Garkon charges at the console.
All right. You gonna take a strain or ignore a fatigue, or give me an evade? Okay.
Garkon or the Empire activates that prey upon doubt card again, reducing surges.
Oh, sorry.
3 more damage to that console. The console crumbles away. Does something terrible happen to Garkon?
Ripped its arms off.
And then his second action, he's going to rest. Does something terrible happen to Garkon for breaking the console?
So what is your endurance?
Viv, that's me. I'm speed 4. I'm gonna double move and go over there next to Gideon. All right. Lambot doesn't seem to want me to make bad decisions. I'm going to take 1 move. I'm going to take 2 strain to get to the door. You can take additional strain to gain. You can take strain to gain additional movement points. So I'm going to do that twice, and then I'm going to use my second action to rest and recover all my strain.
And turn.
That's the end of the turn.
Sorry, is everybody on your side activated? All right, turn 3. And I gain 2 more threat. Let me see, when do I spawn?
In the words of that Gungan guy, it's ouch time.
I don't know his name. Ouch time. I don't know. Yeah, the commander
I
guy.
refuse to say his name.
The Empire, Jimmy refuses to say the name of that Gungans.
Apparently it died somewhere.
Rebel soldiers chumps in Imperial Assault? Yeah, probably. Jimmy is deciding how he wants to proceed. Consulting the campaign manual.
I can't spawn anything. Well, I'm not going to say get. I can't spawn anything where I want to. So.
Okay.
Rebel that first action, turn 3.
So turn 3 begins. Rebels get the first activation.
Use Gideon to open the door.
Okay. Does Gideon have a buff of some sort? Okay. Gideon's gonna open the door, and then I think you should let me or Garkon move into the room.
Hold on.
Empire says, "Hold on," when the door opens.
Yes. They're here! The Imperial forces shout as they scramble their defenses. Keep them away from the transmitters. There's a crackle from your comm link. Imperial forces on approach. Your pilot contacts you from your transport now circling overhead. The place is going to be crawling with them soon, so get the job done quick. All right. You see...
We see an E-Web standing there. A lot of stuff is spawning. It's all pretty far away from us. Gideon opens the door and then rests.
And rest. All right.
He's an old guy. He's got to take a break.
All right. Hi, Gideon. We would like to enter. Yes, we're going to shoot Gideon.
You're going to shoot Gideon and not me. I'm fine with that.
Yes. Blue, yellow, red. I need to check to make sure I'm rolling the right dice. Who's going to toss for Gideon?
The E-Web unloads into Gideon, gets 5 damage, a surge, and more than enough range. Gideon only gets 1 block.
All right. So we're just going to go for +1 damage since recovery is useless in accuracy. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on Gideon.
5 damage goes through to Gideon.
And since I have assault, we'll shoot Gideon again.
And the E-Web is awesome. It gets to shoot him twice. Audio Weasel, yes, everyone has 360 line of sight in this game. And 5 more damage and 2 surges. And 1 block. Gideon takes 5 again and is now wounded. That means we flip Gideon's card to the other side. He's now slower. He has lower endurance. And he loses 1 of 2 perks that he has. What's the other one? He used to be able to stun. Now he can't stun anymore. If he dies again, he is out of the mission.
Yes.
I want to go. Can I go? Okay. What? I get to shoot him twice just by moving and standing next to him. But I have to be Jason. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to shoot. Should I even bother shooting the E-Web? It already activated. Okay. So yeah, then I'm going to first attack. Up close and personal, sustain. Take 2 strain. It's the first one's a melee attack. 3 damage and 2 blocks. He takes 1 damage. Second attack. 2 more damage. That's all I can do. The ability.
Personal.
Perform a melee attack using 1 red, 1 yellow die. Then perform 1 additional attack with a range weapon against the same figure.
Activate. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll activate the stormtroopers. You will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He will shoot Biv.
Stormtrooper moves up and will shoot me in the back.
Green.
Blue and green die. Black die from Biv. Cancel a surge. 3 damage. That's 5 damage down on Biv. Other Stormtrooper moves up and will shoot Biv. 1 block. 2 more damage on Biv. That's 7 versus my 13 total hit points.
Shoot Biv.
Last Stormtrooper moves up and will shoot Biv. And then we'll be hit in the head by the dice of the stars. 2 blocks, 2 more damage on Biv. More tokens. Or should I get my own? I'll swap out my damage. I got him. Okay. It is now Rebels activation. Finn and Garcon have not yet activated. Garcon takes a move action and then a charge. Are you attacking the E-Web or the terminal? He's hitting the E-Web with a big stick. Here's 1 to do, shoot. So he deals 2 damage against the E-Web, and the E-Web is destroyed.
Yeah, Imperial Officer. Go 2, 3, 4. Can't shoot anybody anyway. He'll stay there.
Biv is not murdered yet, Audio Weasel. Gideon took a beating, but I'm pretty okay right now. I have 4 hit points left. Finn takes some. You take move action restraint. Finn takes a move action to walk up and get visual on that console. Spin surge to make it 3 damage. 1 automatic block that makes 2 damage on the console, and that is the Empire's activation. Or you're out. We're done. Everybody's done. Next turn.
I will spend my threat. All 6 of it.
He's gonna spend 6 threat.
Spawn the E-Web. There.
Jimmy spawns another E-Web in the backfield. We gotta go get close to that E-Web to kill more terminals. Rebels get to go first. What do we want to do?
You guys want me to let you take over the console stuff, and I'll go beat on guys? Yeah. All right, we have the same thought. We're good.
So charge in and then you can leave on that guy. You can make your second attack against him.
Charge is an action.
Right, you get an attack.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'll charge.
Garcon's gonna charge through Biv and hit that stormtrooper in the front. The Empire yet again activates Prey Upon Doubt. Exhaust this card. When a rebel figure declares an attack, chooses to suffer one strain or cancel a surge. 3 damage in the surge. So surge is canceled. 1 block. 2 damage goes through. Kills the stormtrooper. Doesn't get to cleave, like we were hoping for.
Take a lot of damage.
Empire's gonna activate the trooper.
All right. He will move 2 and attack the Wookiee.
Trooper's gonna move up 2 spaces and attack the Wookiee. One and 2 surges versus 2 blocks. He will spin surges for 2 damage. Oh, there's nothing. We're missing a black die over here. Okay.
All right. Same thing.
Next trooper will shoot the Wookiee. 2 and a surge. 3 blocks.
3 F. Okay. He goes. I don't care.
Garcon is roaring defiantly and not taking damage. Okay, I want to go because I can shoot the console and kill a stormtrooper. That a terrible idea?
I'm gonna use Gideon to hit the console actually.
Okay, so then I can move. I can strain to move 1 and then attack 2 stormtroopers, or attack the same one twice and kill it or something. I don't know.
That's fine.
Actually, I could recover some hit points. So I'll attack once, and then I'm going to rest and get 2 hit points back. Yeah, so I'm going to shoot this stormtrooper right there, the only one I can see. 3. I'll get that. I got a blue die. And I can search for accuracy. Ah. Fantastic. Yeah. He takes 1 damage. That was stupid. All right, I kind of need some hit points, though. So I'm going to rest to recover strain and 2 hit points.
Action. Officer says E-Web, move forward.
Imperial Officer is going to activate the E-Web.
2.
E-Web is super slow. It only has a movement speed of 2.
And the Imperial Officer, I can't tell if that's, I believe from this corner he has line of sight for Biv.
And then the Imperial Officer is going to shoot Biv.
Yellow.
Biv's taking fire from the Imperial Officer. 3 blocks.
No.
It doesn't matter. He didn't roll enough range. Oh, you can surge. Surge to get range. Can you surge to deal damage?
So surge for a focus and surge for +1 damage, so no.
Okay. Don't you have to connect to get the focus?
No.
I didn't know that. Cool. Then I'm going to do that with my Trandoshans more often. I thought I had to deal damage.
No. Oh, do you? Oh, okay, my bad. Thank
you. Is it different in campaign?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, the Imperial Officer helped that E-Web move and then didn't do any damage. Yeah, Audio Weasel, you're probably the only one in here talking trash.
There's a red wall right here that looks like that, like that.
There's a, we're talking about, there's a red T in there that obstructs line of sight and stuff. That's what we're talking about right now. Gideon tells Finn to move a little bit. And then we'll spend strain to move one space. We'll gain strain, excuse me, to shoot the console. Can you give items to other characters?
Blows up and it showers sparks.
And then fit
during a mission.
You cannot trade items during a mission. You can do that before missions or after missions, but not during. But Gideon blows away that second console.
My action, correct? The E-Web says, "Hello, Garkon."
And then the E-Web is going to land Garkon twice. Five damage against the Wookiee from the E-Web. Take 3 damage, Garkon. You can use my damage.
Alright, next attack. Same target.
Next attack against the Wookiee. 4 damage and a surge, 2 blocks.
Right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And make it 5. So take 3.
3 more damage on Garkon. How many? He has 14 hit points, though. So he's pretty okay. Well, I have 13 health. I'm pretty good. And then he gets a focus for sustaining damage, because Garkon's awesome. And then Finn shoots the E-Web. Three damage, one evade, which does nothing. 3 damage on the E-Web. Second attack from Finn. 1 more damage.
Still alive. I'm alive. All right. Is that it? All right.
That's all activation.
Turn.
Into the turn step.
All right. Lockdown. Which one do I choose?
This is a lot of fun.
Inside. So I have a choice between locking the door and you're all inside. That doesn't matter. So each terminal now has 7 health. 2 remaining have 7 health.
The 2 remaining terminals now have 7 health instead of 4 before?
Right.
So now they're almost twice as hard to destroy. Empire spends 2 points of threat. Choosing a spawn point to reinforce that stormtrooper group. Me and Garkon might die. You got this. Chad's confident he won't die. Finn shoots the E-Web, takes a strain to activate the blast ability.
Yeah.
Oh.
Evade.
Hey.
E-Web cancels the attack. Another strain to try to blast again. 4 damage, 2 blocks, takes 2, and then blast 1 for damage on the console and the officer.
Right. We will activate the stormtroopers.
Empire activates a stormtrooper.
Trooper will attack Garkon.
They're gonna open fire on the Wookiee. At least the first one is. No. 3 hits and surge, 1 block. 3 damage on the Wookiee. Other stormtrooper will move away. Or that stormtrooper will move away, and his buddy will shoot the Wookiee. 3 damage, 3 blocks. Surge for +1. Is that what happened? Surge for +1 for another damage. He's got 12 of 14 hit points. And the last stormtrooper who just respawned will step forward a little bit and shoot Garkon. I think he does. All right. He keeps you also. Yeah. Okay. Garkon, he can't charge, but he will spend an action to move 2 spaces to go up and hit that console. Roll another green. Oh. Okay. 3 damage and 2 surges. And then who are you going to cleave against? Who are you going to cleave? And then he's going to cleave the officer. That's 2 additional damage on the terminal and cleave the officer.
Alright. Imperial officer says, well, there's only one thing I can attack. Hi, Garkon.
The officer's going to shoot the Garkon. The Garkon. 1 damage and 1 block.
Alright.
Can you search for things?
Yes, +1 damage, so take 1.
Get him, Chad. They're Audio Weasel's cheering you on. Okay, I can. Gideon's gonna move up, and then give Garkon another attack. Yep, Garkon's gonna attack the terminal. Three damage and 3 surges. Garkon against the terminal. 2 more damage on the console, and then cleave on the officer. Biv gets to go. That's me. I'm Biv. The console's not dead yet, right?
No, it still has 2 health.
Okay. Would it be more beneficial for me to try to clear that one, or to go put some damage on the next one? I can attack it twice, and there's nothing adjacent, so it doesn't get extra blocks. Well, but I can move there and then attack twice because I'm awesome. Well, I have speed 4. I'm gonna get away from that storm. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Biv's gonna activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up close and personal against that thing. Can I do that? Yeah. I'm gonna bash it in and then I'm gonna blast it. That's gonna be awesome. 4 damage. Yep. 3 damage on the console, and then another shot on the console. 3 more damage. So that's two more damage. Three hits, and then 2 uncanceled damage. That's the end of the turn.
Turn 2 threat. So I will bring back the Imperial officer. And in round 6, you have an idea that this is your last round to do anything. The idea, this image in your head comes. You know, this is your last chance to finish this mission. Yes.
Hey, can I go? Can I go? I can take a strain to move 1 and then finish both terminals. I'm gonna take a strain to move 1 space. I'll move on top of that damage token. Yeah. And then. But I can still just shoot twice. Yeah. So I'm going to shoot twice. First at the first terminal that's right in front of me. 2 damage. 3 damage, 1 canceled, and then the terminal blows up and a shower sparks.
And you need 4 damage.
4?
There's a guy next to it.
Okay, I have to roll at least 4 to kill the terminal. Here we go.
4.
God, 5. I got it. That terminal blows up.
End of the mission.
That's good because we were just told that was probably our last turn.
Their plans disrupted. The remaining Imperial forces fall into a hasty retreat. Nice work. Your pilot grins back at you as you pile into the transport. All right.
We pile into the transport. We won the first mission, probably because the game master was nice in the first mission and told us what the objective is. He shouldn't do that next time. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
All right. That is the next mission.
The next mission is a new threat from the main story.
All right. The heroes gain 100 credits per hero.
We gain 100 credits per hero.
You only did 1 of the crates. Yeah. Okay.
We only opened 1 crate, and Jimmy is laughing at us.
No, I said. All right. See, 100 or 1 EXP, and then an additional 100. So you all have a total of 800 credits, and I get 1 influence.
Okay. Do you?
It ends up being 200.
Do you have the app? No. There's a nifty app that you should get on your phone.
I will be getting the app.
Yeah.
Yes, you get 1 experience.
For note to self, Rebel players get 1 experience, and a bunch of money. Well, yeah, and I'll keep track of it in the app too. I do have the app, but Jimmy should keep track also.